वेलकम बैक नाजरीन आसिफ अमर न्यूज़ लाइन में आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर we have a very special guest today in our studio. He's our constable, actually. He's a constable for Fort Bend County Precinct 2, and he's just appointed as a constable. We had a very popular constable here named Mr. Ruben Davis, and unfortunately he passed away before the right couple, I believe about a week before the election. And Gary Major was appointed for his position. With that, I introduce you to Mr. Gary Major.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Gary, so one thing I'd like to tell our viewers, we also outside the show we are good friends.
Right.
And I got to know him, and I'm very he's very humble. That's one of the things I know about you. So tell me, what made you become a police officer?
Well, I have a twin brother who's also a police officer.
Oh, okay.
And I have a cousin who previously was a sheriff deputy.
Oh, okay. So does that sound like a family thing?
It's a family thing, yeah.
Okay.
I have an older brother who's actually a police officer as well. So
Okay.
I pretty much follow the same footsteps as they did. And, it's a family affair.
Okay. Some of our viewers probably don't know much how the law agency, how's the law work.
Right.
So I know normally there's a police department by the city, I believe.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Then there's a sheriff's office.
Right.
Right? And then there's a constable's office.
Right.
So can you tell our viewers what is the difference between all three departments?
Well, there's actually more than that. I don't know the number, but
Okay.
there's railroad police, there's Houston Community College police or school district police officers. But most viewers are used to seeing police officers, sheriff's department, or sheriffs and constables.
Mm-hmm.
We're all commissioned by the same commission. It's called TCOL.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we all receive our peace officer's license.
Okay.
So before we can be a constable or a sheriff or a municipal police officer or work with a school district, we all have to be peace officers first.
Okay.
So once you become a peace officer going to a police academy or any academy, like for me, I chose to be a constable. And the difference is each department has a certain role that the state requires.
Okay.
And those roles are for the sheriff.
Okay.
His main goal is, or their main goal is to facilitate the jail.
Okay.
A
You mean
const-
the county jail?
County jail.
Okay. Okay.
A
So they deal with mostly criminal matters, I believe.
Their main responsibility is anytime there's an arrest, they house that prisoner.
Okay.
until they
So
go to
it could
court.
be even from the city police,
It can be from the city
but it
police.
goes to under.
Right. Class B misdemeanor arrest by any peace officer in Texas, that person is taken to their county jail.
Okay.
And municipal police officers, like you see, like the city of Houston Police Department, their primary goal is to enforce city laws or municipal laws. That's why they're called municipal police.
Mm-hmm.
And a constable's primary responsibility is civil law.
Okay.
But over the years, each department has evolved into doing other duties. Like for us, we were civil law, but now we do contract patrol to subdivisions. We do traffic enforcement. We do everything.
I know the mosque I go normally for my Friday prayer for Jummah.
Right.
I believe you guys are the one provide security there.
We do. It's on.
Because I seen constable's car over there.
Right. That's Avenue E.
Right.
And,
In
in
Fort Bend
Stafford,
County.
yeah, Stafford,
yes.
yeah, and it's a beautiful building. If you haven't seen it, or those who haven't, it's a beautiful building, and we do provide the security for them.
Right. Actually, I spoke with some of my friends who part of that mosque.
Right.
And they speak very highly of you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And they're very thankful to
Right.
provide them security.
Right.
So basically, constable's office handle more civil matter.
Right. We execute
And the
civil
city
laws,
police and the sheriff's department deal with more criminal matter.
Right. We all deal with criminal matters. But like for us, we have contracts
Okay.
and subdivisions, so we actually take the calls and do the same thing that they do. But each department has a primary job. But we all enforce the same laws. We all write tickets. We all do the same thing.
Okay.
But you have a primary job.
Okay. So do you get a lot of Pakistani cases? Do you see do you when you do arrest or sometime family matters or
Right.
civil matters, like you get as a police call.
Right.
Do you deal with some Pakistanis, like a culture?
We do, but
Situations
it's very low in our area, and we, especially like when we write tickets, we have to report those to the state, and it's called racial
So normally
profiling.
Pakistani try to stay out of trouble anyway.
Right,
But
right.
understandably, they don't really get in trouble.
Right, right.
So-
they're very,
Law binding.
very much, yeah, and very respectful to law enforcement, and we appreciate that.
And have you received support from Pakistani community?
Yes,
Because
we have.
I believe your district have one of the biggest Pakistani community.
We do have a large percentage, as well as the Muslims, and we treat everybody the same. We're a community, and in my precinct, we consider it a family.
Okay.
So we treat each other the same.
So it's a very diverse.
Very, very diverse. Fort Meade County is probably the most diverse community in Texas.
Wow. Okay.
And I think we have the second largest Muslim base in Fort Meade County, next to New York City.
So what kind of other ethnicities do we have in Fort Meade counties, and what kind of issues do you deal with?
We have all, anywhere from black to white to Asian to the Middle Eastern, African. We're a very diverse community.
So, especially being a Muslim right now and dealing with their matters right now, and a lot of the Muslims and Pakistanis, not only Pakistani or Indians, it's mostly I'm talking about all Muslim, they're very nervous and
Right,
scared,
right.
which I'm sure you're dealing with it right
Right.
now. Have you seen any anxiety in your district? Have you seen any incidents happening? Or
Incidents? No, we haven't. But they have anxiety. But in my community or in my precinct,
have they approached you with their
a
anxiety?
few have, and we
Okay.
tell them, if you ever have a problem or a question, do not hesitate to call us. If I don't have the answer, I'll find it for you.
Okay, what kind of concerns normally they have?
But I guess what's going on in the world or in our country, it's really not. We're really not dealing with any of that because we've always reached out to our community and told them, we're always here for you. So
So you try to give them comfort.
Give 'em comfort.
Hey,
Give
don't,
everybody comfort,
Don't
yeah.
stay
Don't
back
panic,
if
yeah.
there's an issue. If you're a victim, come
Right,
forward.
come forward, yeah, always. And I guess if there's a question that they have, it's usually where's the courthouse or where do I go pay my ticket? And those are, we like to make people feel that comfortable.
So now you have about 2 years as a constable before you run for re-election.
Right, right.
What is your plans for your as a constable? Because I believe you have about 35% Muslim community in your
Right,
district,
right,
which is a
right.
pretty big community.
Right, right.
So what is your plans for that community?
Our plans are that community. Like I said earlier, we're one big melting pot. So we don't treat different communities any different. But our plans for the future would be the same that we've been doing, is taking care and protecting our community. And if they ever have a problem or concern, feel free just to pick up the phone if you don't want to come up there and give us a call. We'll come out to you and we'll express or tell you or listen to your concerns and try to help guide you how to get that question answered.
How are you guys right now? Like, have you guys done anything to reach out the community, or you guys are planning to
Right.
reach out the community?
Right.
What ways are you looking at? Because talking to a police officer
Right.
is always intimidating.
Right.
Even to
people
me.
get nervous.
Yeah, people
But we
get
know
nervous.
each other, so
Yeah.
we can talk and we joke all the time.
Exactly. But for a normal person
Right.
who doesn't know a police officer,
Right.
it's a nerve-wracking for
Right,
them to
right.
approach them,
Right.
because they don't even know if they don't even feel comfortable
Right.
asking questions.
Right.
Are you planning to do anything different to help them to get rid of that anxiety,
Right.
so they can come to you just as a normal human being,
Right.
and ask you a question?
Right. Well, what we've been doing, and we'll continue to do it. Was taught to my late constable by Mayor Brown when he was the mayor, and before that when he was the police chief in New York or commissioner.
Okay.
He brought to Texas or to the Greater Houston area, community policing. And what that is if you feel anxiety or you feel nervous, we actually come out and talk to you and listen to your concerns. and we actually do community events, anywhere from vaccines or back to school programs, backpacks. We also do like a Thanksgiving luncheon for the senior citizens right there on Fifth Street.
I believe I saw something you guys gave away about like almost a lot of bikes.
Oh yeah,
To the
yeah, that was
children.
yeah. We do the Christmas fundraiser. I was going by months. You jumped ahead of me.
Okay, okay. No, because I saw
yeah.
that on Facebook.
Right. Yeah, that was a lot of toys, a lot of bikes. You know, we try to take care of our community because they take care of us. And I also live in the community, so a lot of those things, you know, I love to do. It's fun, especially bikes. Kids love bikes.
Good. Okay, I'm going to ask you my last question.
Okay.
So tell us, like I said, as a normal people, sometimes they get intimidated to
Right.
approach a police officer.
Right.
Tell us, our audience, if they want to get involved with your campaign or with
Right.
you
Right.
and part of the community and see
Right.
what should they do,
Right.
how could be the part of Gary Major team.
Right.
And
I like that. Yeah.
and for future,
Right.
And how could we they involve with our law enforcement so they could feel like they are a big part of the community?
It's easy. It's call my office. It's 281-403-8010.
And we can put that number on the screen too.
Okay, and our address is 303 Texas Parkway, Missouri City, Texas 77459. Just come by and speak to us. Sit down, have a dialogue like this. One thing we do teach our deputies when you do go out in the community, walk up and shake somebody's hand, introduce yourself. You know, we do. That's a part of community policing that we do. We reach out and get involved with you to make you feel more comfortable to come talk to us, sit down and eat with us, come out to our events. And we
So
appreciate it.
if let's say I'm an ordinary citizen, I have no idea who Gary Major is, but I do like to come and meet you.
Right.
So how can I like say, do you guys, there's any website, your police department
We do,
website?
right.
You post all of your events you're
Right.
doing, or that's where you're gonna be?
Right. You can reach me two different ways. One is the county website, and it tells you all our departments and phone numbers and address, and you can get involved that way. We do like house watches. If you go on vacation, you can go online and say when you're going out of town, you know, we watch your house and you know and let you know what's going on. Other ways is my main website is constablegarymajors@gmail.com.
Okay.
You can reach me either way, but what I do tell people is with that address, just come by our office and sit down and ask our deputies, you know, what do you do?
Okay.
And we'll answer your question.
Thank you, Gary, for coming.
I appreciate you inviting me.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much. ओके नाजरीन, इसके साथ ही मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपने हमारा शो पसंद किया होगा इस वीक. I'm really glad कि Mr. Gary Major came to the show and we got to talk about some of the this week news. If you need to reach Mr. Gary Major or you have any suggestions for the show, कि अगर आप चाहते हैं मैं किसी important topic पे next week बात करूं, तो please shoot me email. मेरा email address screen पे होगा. इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीक कुछ नई न्यूज़ के साथ और नए गेस्ट के साथ आसिफ उमर आपकी खिदमत में दोबारा हाजिर होगा. इसके साथ ही अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.